think it's a great story, first of all, because it has such an explosive beginning and a complex middle and a tumultuous ending. But it has impact because it's all real.
A real story that unfolded 10 years ago in Waco, Texas. What began as a raid by alcohol, tobacco, and firearms agents at the Branch Davidian complex turned into one of the bloodiest gun battles in law enforcement history.
And the raid itself was conducted under sort of a military style. They trained at a military base to prepare for it. They were basically using military tactics, but they didn't use well-thought-out military planning.
Their lack of contingency plan basically was, quote, an oh shit plan.
Director William Gazecki saw infrared footage that raised questions about how and why the Waco tragedy occurred, and this compelled him to make this documentary.
I was not a student of the Waco tragedy, so the whole process of making the film was a process of discovery for myself. And we were working with Dr. Allard, who was the FLIR expert, the infrared expert, looking for evidence of bodies on the ground. Not only were we seeing possibly dead bodies on the ground, we were also seeing automatic weapons fire. And the fact that guns were fired towards the building as it was burning, and nobody ever saw it, nobody ever knew about it.
Until Waco, most Americans had never heard of the Branch Davidians or their leader, David Koresh.
The Branch Davidians are a breakoff from the Seventh-day Adventist Church. The history of the group goes back for about 50 years, long before David Koresh was even born.
So I think there was a big effort to mount this through the media in terms of its spin, that this was a crazy cult, that everybody had good reason to be afraid of. And those sentiments are not really based on fact. Not only Koresh, but the people around him really believed what they preached.
On April 19th, the world watched as one drama ended and another began to unravel.
It was portrayed as a problem that got solved. Law enforcement was portrayed as the good guys. The Branch Davidians were the bad guys. They killed themselves. End of story. But the only problem is that's not the story. This is a real drama being played out in which real lives were lost and in which real freedoms were challenged. And I think that's why it's worth watching.
See the real story. Waco, the Rules of Engagement. This month on the True Stories channel.
Hello?
Are they gonna come and kill me?
No, honey, nobody's gonna come and kill you. Don't burn our building down. No, we won't do that.
Everybody grab your map.
We believe that this thing had to be brought to a logical conclusion at some point. We never fired one single round of ammunition.
All he is a cheap thug who interprets the Bible through the barrel of a gun.
Instead of admitting to the American people that they had made a mistake, they lied to the public.
Waco, the Rules of Engagement. The shocking truth revealed.
The shot that we're looking at is coming off the rear deck area of the tank.
See the incredible evidence the government doesn't want you to know about.
Both positions are firing automatic weapons.
I'm standing by what they did because I do what I'm told as long as it's legal and moral.
My God, torturing babies and saying it's part of their job?
We stand between the Koreshes of the world and everybody here.
He actually drove right through the middle of the building into the kitchen area and basically at point-blank range fired gas where the women and children were.
A horrible, horrible way to die.
They were all good people. They minded their own business. They were never overbearing. I liked them.
Hello?
Are they gonna come and kill me?
Nobody's coming in there. You got my word, it's solid, okay?